John, good to see you. Great topic today. 3 reasons that young adults should consider life insurance. Life insurance is often thought of as something you get later after you're married, have kids, own a home, or build substantial assets. So, why do you think life insurance isn't top of mind or considered a priority for young adults?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, young adults nowadays have so much on their plate. They have student loans, they're looking to buy a house, they're trying to establish some emergency funds, trying to do all the things right that they can, keep themselves out of debt. And so, really, sometimes this life insurance stuff, they just don't have the perspective of how important it is at this point. And so they're just kind of focusing on that.
Yeah, that makes sense. But let's talk through those 3 reasons that maybe they should consider it. First, of course, life insurance is cheaper when you buy it younger. Term life insurance can be 50 to 70% less when bought in your 20s versus your 40s. That's according to NerdWallet.
You know what? I'll tell you what. I'm a great example for this. I back in my 20s, I did buy a term policy for myself.
Mhm. Mhm.
And really what that did was that came into play is where that was such a low cost. And what it did was protect my insurability down the road. And it also created a insurance benefit for when I started having children and those things that came up. It was just a super important tool to really put my mind at ease that I knew my family was taken care of.
Right, and that bring us to the next point. Life insurance can bring peace of mind when you're young and just starting a family.
Right. And kind of going into that a little bit deeper is it also does create some planning opportunity as you go with those family. When it comes to making sure that if you have a mortgage and your family is depending on you to take care of them, that money is there to come in and take care of maybe the house or create some funds for your spouse and your children so that their life is not disrupted.
Right. And last, a lot of us think life insurance is only for long-term legacy planning, but it can be a financial lifesaver for young and healthy adults. How is that?
It is because when you buy that in your 20s, if you get a very strong conversion provision inside that policy, it does give you the ability to take that term insurance and convert it to a permanent policy down the road. And it's a very important tool for lots of reasons. It can help with some estate planning
Mhm.
opportunities. I've actually seen people who have used it for when they have a business and they needed to go get a loan to be able to have some coverage on themselves in that case. So there's a
Mhm.
lot of different ways you can go ahead and use your life insurance. And really, what it does is starts with just in the beginning, getting yourself set up, having that policy in force, and then somewhere down the road that'll work out for you down the road.
Right. And now that does bring me to my last question because you're mentioning all these competing financial priorities that young adults have. So, if they're on a tight budget, how should they balance the cost of life insurance with other financial priorities like creating an emergency fund or paying off those student loans?
You know, it's obviously a tough decision for a lot of people. Really, what it comes is just get a block of life and term life insurance. It's not very expensive. You're probably spending more on Starbucks each month. Go get that block of insurance, whether it's $500,000, maybe $1 million coverage, 20 years. Just get it in force, because then from there you can really plan around it. If you wait until you have children and those things come up where you need to have the coverage, now your medical might have changed, your insurability to get the coverage, and then also the cost will be higher just because you're older. So it's
Mhm.
just really important to lock in those low cost term rates in your
Right,
20s.
right,
It
right.
is a great financial move down the road.
Right. Yeah, the tricky part is you need to buy it before you need it. That's what this
Absolutely.
comes down to. Yeah, so John, if somebody would like to sit down with you, crunch the numbers, get that plan in place, figure out how this can fit into their financial plan, what's the best way to reach you?
Yes, 440-471-4300 is our phone number. You can also look up our website, clarkwealthadvisor.com. Another good way to reach out to us if you need to. But we're pretty easy to get find, and we like to walk people through this stuff. And really as technology has developed here, applying for life insurance in your 20s is actually a lot simpler than it used to be. So
Yeah, such a worthwhile discussion. John, thanks for your time today.
thank you. Take care.